Hi guys! For those of you new to this channel, I'm Chris, I'm an osteopath and I'm passionate about using intentional living to lead to a healthier life. And today I'm going to talk to you about journaling and specifically how journaling can improve your health. Now I use three journals. I use this journal here, which is just a plain lined moleskin. I've wrapped it in a Best Self leather binder, which is really nice. It adds to the tactile experience of it and just adds to that little bit of joy each morning. I call this my Monkey Minds journal, and that's what I'm going to speak to you about today. I also use a Best Self planner, and this is brilliant. It helps you fit your habits into a busy life and schedule things, and I couldn't do without this now, but that's a video for another day. I will definitely make a video about that. And then my biggest planner is my Leuchtturm 1917. This is an A4 one just with dots, dotted pages. And with it being my biggest, I use this for my big ideas where I can brainstorm and draw pictures and scribble all over the place. Again, probably another video for another day. I've actually been very impressed with this as a brand, the Leuchtturm 1917. And I think when I've finished my moleskin in this one, I'm going to get a smaller version of the Leuchtturm 1917, but a lined one. There are a few features in this that I find particularly nice. And then I'll get one to fit in this to continue to use as my Monkey Mind. But again, I'll make another video about that. Lastly, before I get started, journaling is a very mindful practice and I like having nice things, so this leather binder is beautiful, and I've found this pen, it's relatively cheap on Amazon. It's an Oto Horizon, but it's my favourite pen at the moment. It's a needlepoint, and with it being needlepoint, it's one of those things where you only know this is cool when you start using it. You don't know you've missed something until you've got it. But when you're writing and you can see under the needlepoint and you can see the words coming ahead of you, or the space coming ahead of you, it just makes my mind feel a bit clearer. And this is particularly true when my journaling leads to scribbles and drawings and things. This pen I found helpful. Plus it has a very satisfying click. So I'm going to put a link to the description in that because it's just a wonderful pen that I want to share with you. So on to Monkey Minds journaling. I've stolen that phrase from Tim Ferriss, and I'm sure he's stolen it from somewhere else. The idea behind Monkey Minds journaling is that you wake up and first thing in the morning, while your mind is still waking up to the world, that you haven't had too many external influences by this point, you sit down, pen and paper, and just write. You don't put any pressure on yourself to ask big questions or come up with big answers or to write nicely, or there's no pressure on anything. Whatever is in your head is what you write. And what I've found is it is amazing what comes out your brain. It's actually since lockdown since I've created this new habit, and it's been my favorite new habit that I've created in years. I have been journaling for a few years, but I've been very inconsistent. I joke that I'm like one of those TripAdvisor reviewers where I either leave 1 star or 5 stars, and I basically just write when things are really bad or really good, but I don't write every day. I've always wished I was someone that wrote every day, but I've never got around to it. But during lockdown, I had a bit more time in the mornings, and I used it to journal. Plus, at the beginning of lockdown, it probably was 1 star in my mind most of the time, so I was writing about my thoughts. But as I wrote more, I started to realize amazing things happen when you write regularly. So now I've gained so many insights and I've enjoyed it so much, I'm going to stick with it, and it's just becoming a regular thing for me, even though now I'm back at work and my mornings are a bit busier. So journaling can give you insights that help you in any part of your life. But the reason I've noticed it helps me specifically with leading a healthier life is that you notice patterns in yourself. Journals inevitably are a place to reflect and assess your life, and being a Monkey Minds journal where you don't put any pressure on yourself to write anything in particular, you don't have to start your day or your journal with a reflection. That's not what you have to do, but you'll notice that as you start to write, one sentence will lead to the next, your subconscious will be twisting and turning and figuring things out, and one paragraph leads to a new question which leads to a new answer, and where you end up isn't really where you started. And you'll definitely notice that you'll write and reflect back on your life, and you'll notice patterns. Now, let me give you an example. One pattern is that I've got 2 young kids, and something that really bugs me about myself is if I snap at them for no good reason. They're young kids. They're gonna do what young kids do, which is whinge and whine and fight and pester parents, and that's just what they do. And it's very hard not to snap at them, but it does bug me when I do. And over time, I'd started to notice a pattern that I would be a bit snappier if I was tired, if I hadn't gone to bed on time, if I'd had alcohol the night before, if I'd eaten too much sugar. So you notice patterns, and over time, the first time I wrote about this, I might have said, oh, I snapped, didn't want to do that, and it made me feel bad. And then the next time I snapped, I realized that there was a similarity, maybe a bit too much sugar or something. And then the third time, you're like, right, this is getting ridiculous. I'm making the same mistake that makes me feel bad about myself, but I'm not fixing the cause. I really need to change that. I'm getting bored of myself. And this has happened in actually quite a few different situations. So there might be something that irritates me or I want to change about myself. And then as I'm writing, I'm like, that's the same reason it happened last time. And it comes down to the food I've eaten, or the alcohol I've drunk, or the time I went to bed, or the fact that I haven't been meditating regularly, the stress I'm under. So by reflecting and recognizing that I want to improve something about myself and my behavior, and not keep making the same mistakes again, and then noticing that the cause of that was actually something to do with my health habits, I then just want to fix the health habit, because by doing that, it makes me react better to the external stimulus of, for example, my kids nagging at me, so that I then am healthier, react better, behave better. So there are many reasons why you may choose to start journaling. There have been many insights that I've had that have helped my business as well, and that have helped me in my relationship. But specifically for this video today, it has also helped me in my health. And since journaling regularly, I have cut out chocolate completely. I drink very little. I go to bed on time. I'm also very quick at noticing when I want to snap. So there have been many times, and anyone with young kids will sympathize, there have been many times that I've felt the urge to snap at whinging children. But I notice it. I know that I'm going to be turning up the next day and writing in my journal, and I do not want to write again that I snapped for no good reason. So I swallow it, breathe, and try a better parenting strategy. And it works. So my journal has helped me hopefully be a better parent. It's helped me be healthier. I don't eat chocolate now. I've been drinking far less. I feel healthier. I feel better mentally. And this has helped give me many other insights as well. So I'll put links in the description about the things that I use. You may want to use them as well, but I hope that has helped inspire you to start journaling. The key is really being consistent. It's amazing how many insights you get in a relatively short space of time when you are consistent and write every day. So give it a go, let me know how you get on in the comments below, and I look forward to hearing from you.